design of the Vande Bharat mission, as I said, in terms of numbers, in terms of countries from which we would want to fly, that was determined by the original series of requests that we had. And as I said, 190,000 people had registered. But as the pandemic developed and as the economic situation globally underwent a change, there are people not only in stations from which Air India had normal operation, but people in far-flung areas where Air India did not operate, like the Caribbean, Latin America and the Caribbean, places like Central Asia. I didn't know that we had so many medical students in Bishkek, for instance, and in other parts of Kyrgyzstan. So the nature of the operation has undergone a change. Equally, people who were stranded in India but who wanted to return to their places of normal residence, where they had jobs, where they had other personal commitments, also wanted to return. So, as you see, the design evolved. In the first phase, I think we flew 12,000 people from 6th May to 13th May from 64 countries, and the total number of people we brought back was only 12,700. And as Rajiv explained, with each successive phase, that number has increased. The number of countries to which we have gone have increased. There was a very interesting slide there. Places where Air India was normally not associated, but you carried out special flights to them. You tied up with other foreign airlines so they could bring stranded passengers from the Caribbean to a point in Europe, to different parts of Africa. Different phases have had different distinct. But today we are reaching a situation where, in over and above those who were stranded and in distress, other people feel the need to travel. That explains the wide divergence in number, why we have come from 190 to, I think we're adding about 20,000 every day. I mean, if you use the figure of 13th July, which was 650, and I used the figure 655, and I used the figure of yesterday, which is 680, that proves my point. We are virtually adding 20,000. So very soon we'll be over the 10 lakh figure, and therefore it has become necessary for us to look at how you design Vande Bharat in its next avatar, if I may say so. And I think that is where the air bubbles will come in necessary. I just confined myself to that, but if Secretary would like to add something.
Thank you, sir. I would just like to summarize saying that Vande Bharat has had, if we really see, about 5 to 6 very unique features. The first is, of course, the size. By far the biggest evacuation so far in the world. Second is, it catered to multiple locations. Normally evacuations take place from an affected region or an area. In this case, we were flying for more than 70 destinations. Third is, there were a large number of carriers involved. Air India was the leader. Then there were other airlines also, and even later on, even the foreign carriers were also involved in this task. And there were 2 types of flights. One were the flights under Vande Bharat, and also we encouraged the chartered flights for people who could have afforded. Fourth, and a very important unique feature, was that these were not normal operations. We were operating under COVID situations with SOPs which were very exhaustively, meticulously designed to ensure that at the airport or within the aircraft, there is absolutely minimum chances of transmission of any communication. And another feature was its design, the way it was ramped up. As Honorable Minister said, that in the first fortnight we carried just 12,000 people, and today we are carrying double the number each day. So that's how it has been planned, and these have been the unique features of this Vande Bharat mission. And another important feature, as Honorable Minister said, that it would just pave way. It would not just, I would say, disappear into oblivion. It would pave way for operation of air bubbles between different countries. So these, in short, were the unique features of Vande Bharat.
Thank you very much, sir. I think we can.
It's good to have someone else do the thinking for you. He's absolutely right. These are the unique features. But equally, these unique features were designed in order to be able to overcome some challenges. In the initial phase, when we started operations, and this is equally relevant to the domestic operations, you had to face upfront the, I'm using a strong word, paranoia of travel. People said that, well, air travel is likely to result in X, Y, Z. We had a challenge mounted by someone from within our system on this issue. But I must pay a compliment to the Air India management, to the pilots, to the crew, cabin crew, to everyone else. I see two of our directors sitting there, to all of them, that we dealt with it in a very mature and business-like manner. Anyone who challenged it on safety grounds, it's not that we said we overrule you. No. We looked into it, appointed a committee of 3 very eminent, probably the most eminent amongst the academic faculty here. We got a report from them, took their suggestions, implemented their suggestions.